Now I will do like this. I'm a nurse, extremely curious nurse, and because of that, because of my activity and curiosity and willing to learn, I became part of the Calvary Group and the network of the women in cybersecurity. I worked like 20 years as a flex worker, consult nurse at many hospitals and many departments, and I could easily get all of accounts data with people from people I worked with. And I was really surprised. At first I realized how dangerous that is and how much power I have having account data from my work, from my colleagues, and what I can do under their name at the workplace and harm and patient and themselves too. In a data breach investigation by Version came out that the threat in the healthcare, that the data breach in the healthcare was like 15% from all, and that the threat in the healthcare was partners and external like 38%, and 68% was internal. When I did look more about top industrial like public finance and healthcare, it came out that almost 82% was internal threat. And as they said, with the people like this, who needs the enemies? You probably ask yourself why I talk about training and building awareness at the workplace, because we have all information online, we can find them, and we can have a lot of trainings with people doing. But what I noticed in this time, talking with my colleagues and everything, the people are not interested to search in private time and learn about good behavior online. They are more open for that at the workplace. Also the hospitals and all other companies are more interesting target for the criminals than individual, and that costs a lot of time. Also, the trainings that people give are too too nice, want to explain how it all works, but people don't want to hear it. They need to simplify and easy, and we forget that most of people, they are not in the tech sector, they run away from the tech because they don't like it or simply don't understand it. So in a lot of talks and everything, it came in there about basic training, where we can, in 3 parts, make people interested to want to learn. As I say, I come in a lot of hospitals and I get all accounts data from the people. And one time I asked my colleague, why you give that to me? She said, I trust you, it's not a problem, you need to work, so what's the big deal? She didn't realize, and she didn't understand that how dangerous it is, and that she may not trust me or anyone else with her account data, because we have everyone have at the workplace also the link with my workplace, where are your all personal data. When I remind that on her, she took the paper away. And I asked her, why you take that away? You trust me, isn't? And she said, okay, you make your point. The lot of reaction was really like this, when I remind them and say, hey, you give your own data. And that's the way when they get open to next part of the story, and that's that you give them information, what can happen with their data. It's not only about identity fraud, it's about also that people can do criminal acts under their name at the work, outside of the work, or even in another country, what brings them in danger. With those 2 parts, you make them open for the 3rd part, for learning, for a workshop. The workshop needs to be easy and relaxed. You can make some groups with the people, you can make some interaction and communication with them, you can learn them how they can make the long password, how they can recognize suspicious links or emails, and make some nice things. Trainings are in general too serious, too tech, so keep it simple. keep it friendly, because you need to make connection and communication with your employers, and that way you can make them understand what and how they need to do. And also, when they don't know something, they can contact you easily than if you don't have that communication. There are also the rules that need to be brought in a company. They are not all the time popular, or they are just too serious. You can make posters like this, like I get from J3lena, and inform them what is important, like no medical records on a public network, only just on a network from the company. When you have a problem, go to IT, or you log out when you go outside of the. The important information that we also need to bring to employee is that hackers only need to be lucky once, and users need to be lucky every time, like Bruce Logic said. And that's the message they can get, and they understand it, and they are willing then to learn and to make more attention and make more communication with IT sector. Now, I will put a peer list, I will put more about training with more details. In this short time, I couldn't say all of them. And then you can read there, and for any question, you can also contact me on those 2 mails and on Twitter. I would just like to say a little bit about WannaCry. We still don't know, did it go by email or did it go by using devices that are connected, that were connected on line. But the one thing what did happen, it has happened that WannaCry did make obstruction in the work in the healthcare. So that make also people, they work in a little bit in panic what we can do and how we can do. Only what I can say about that it can be more worse than what it was. So that was my first talk, and thank you for listening to me. And if you have any question, you can ask now or later.